Hello everybody. Welcome to the intro video for psychomarketing. In this video, we are going to talk about what's going to be inside the course, what are you going to get, what are you going to learn, why is this course important, and what are the advantages that you're going to learn, that you're going to get after learning everything that you're going to learn in this course. So before we move forward, just quickly make sure that you are a part of the Telegram group and Telegram communities. So the link for the Telegram is going to be on my homepage. You can go there and directly click on the link and you can join the smart community on Telegram. So there we are going to share a lot of free resources. We are going to do very frequent webinars, very frequent meetings, very frequent discussions for resolving doubts, for resolving Q&As, and you're going to be getting a lot of value out of that. If you are going to be a paid member, then you're going to be able to join the private channel, the private group, where very high level content and almost everything will be shared. People who are a part of the paid group, they are going to get some perks, they are going to get some benefits. For example, they're going to get some discounts on future courses. They're going to get some extra offers, they're going to get some extra perks. If you are a paid member, then you're going to get to be a part of the exclusive group. Okay, and very quickly follow me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Medium, and YouTube. All the links are going to be on my website, so if you scroll down to the footer, you will be able to see them. Now let's start the video. The first thing is, who is this for? What is psychomarketing and who is this for? So the first people who are going to benefit from learning psychomarketing, are marketing professionals and marketing managers. You will learn how to leverage these insights in your day-to-day campaigns and marketing activities to achieve a substantial increase in overall performance and generate very highly creative ideas on the go. This will give you a competitive advantage in your career and will distinguish you from other marketers and will help you consistently achieve a much higher quality of marketing results for the companies that you're working with, or if you are leading a team of your own. Another group of people who this is designed for are founders, entrepreneurs, small to medium business owners, and creators. So you will get all the advantages that, so these advantages are mutual and common among all. Okay. As a entrepreneur, small and medium business owner or a creator, you're going to understand what is missing in your marketing and apply these insights to increase the desirability of your products and services. Also, you're going to get much higher level of control over your marketing activities. You will be able to understand what to do to increase the value of a product, service, and brand, how to increase the lifetime value of your customer, and influence the behavior of your users or consumers in a desirable direction. The third group of people are marketing agencies and consultants. So if you own a small marketing agency, or if you run any size of marketing agency, or if you are an independent consultant, if you're a marketing freelancer, if you're a digital marketer of any sort, you are going to get a lot of value out of this course. So most marketers who are working in agencies right now, the common thing between them is they simply have learned digital marketing and some basics of marketing from some courses, which is how I also started, and that is the way that most marketers start, right? And they are too attached to the tools. But the thing is, that is not what marketing is all about. In this course, what we are going to talk about is going to be much deeper. It's going to be, a much more complex understanding, much more nuanced understanding of what marketing is. This course is going to teach you the behavior, the psychology of consumers. What is value and how do people perceive value? How value attracts the attention of the consumer and how it changes their behavior. You'll understand what is perception, persuasion, attraction, and the campaigns and services that you provide will be enhanced 10x. They're going to become much more powerful. They're going to become much better. If you want to know a little bit more about me, I have worked in some startups. Here are some of them. There are a couple of brands that I have started, and I have worked in these brands from the very start. For example, Metaverse is a brand that I started. I'm the founder of the Metaverse. It's a small community of like-minded people who are scattered all over the country. They want to learn about personal development, they want to learn about social skills, social dynamics, etc. So they all come there and discuss together, they all come there and learn together. Other brands like Tackle, for example, it's a US based brand, but I have been a part of it since the very beginning. So there are a lot of other brands like this, small brands, small to medium brands that I have worked with. And apart from that, when I started my journey, just like you all, I also started from getting the basics of digital marketing, basics of marketing uh, understood properly. So here are some of the certifications that I have received in the past. Some of the newer certifications that I have received, like neuromarketing, inbound email marketing, and digital sales certification. So one of the obsessions that I have had was I wanted to understand marketing, human behavior, and psychology at a very uh, deep level. I wanted to take some very interesting disciplines and I wanted to mix them. Disciplines such as psychology, human behavior, coaching, personal development, decision making, rationality, marketing, sales. I started my career in sales and I was doing inbound, outbound sales. I was doing cold calls. I was doing a lot of different kind of sales and I was pretty good at it. In order to become good at it, I started reading and I started kind of doing my own research. How can I become better at sales? The same thing I did with marketing. When I started marketing, I started out by understanding how can I become better at marketing and how can I gain an unfair advantage? How can I build a USP that I'm pretty sure that a lot of marketers are not going to have? So in my research about all these things, and when I started my personal brand, which is Metaverse, which was related around communication, social dynamics, and personal development, I had to learn psychology. I had to learn human behavior, and I enjoyed learning about it. I really got very deep and very obsessed into how humans work, how people behave, what are they attracted to, and how to influence or change their behavior. So in this course is a mixture of a lot of different fields, a lot of disciplines that you are seeing on the screen right now. One of the things in marketing is usually when somebody becomes a salesperson, when somebody starts to market something, the basic approach is basically like here is the information about the product. Let me give this information to the person that I'm talking to, and that's that. So people see that marketing and sales is simply a transfer of factual information, simply a transfer of facts and details about the product or about service, which is probably one of the biggest mistakes that marketers make, right? So what is marketing all about? In one sentence, if I have to say, I would say that marketing is about telling the truth, but making it interesting. Okay. Another very fundamental way to look at marketing is people take action and buy due to emotions and feelings and then rationalize using logic. So if you're trying to convince somebody or if you're trying to sell or market yourself on the basis of only logical and practical value, then you are going to be missing out on the vast majority of the consumers that you can get, because you are just selling to the most, the hottest leads, the hottest prospect, and all other prospects that are in your funnel, that are in your pipeline, they're all getting wasted. Okay. So imagine 100 years ago when there was no TV, there was no internet, when there was no when there were no phones, and there was not much of a print ad. How would someone market their business? What marketing technique, channel, ads, sales strategies would work back then? I asked this question to a friend of mine, and I asked him like, "Hey, bro, if you have to market a gym, or if you have to market a restaurant, or if you have to market a clothing brand without the use of internet, how are you going to do it?" So this is a question which makes a lot of marketers, which makes a lot of people kind of speechless, because usually they're like, I don't know if there is a way to market without the digital media. All they know is make a social media account, start sending emails, make a website, and that's how marketing is done. No, this is not marketing. This is a very new form of marketing which is still evolving, right? I'm not saying that this is not a powerful marketing way. This is not a powerful way to market yourself, but I'm saying that that is not what marketing is at its core, right? Things like marketing, leadership, attraction, sales, business have been same even if you go back 500 years ago or 1000 years ago, right? The main challenges in marketing have been the following. The first thing is get attention of the people. Not everybody, but the people who are your target market. Get their attention. Secondly, get them inside the shop. And when you bring somebody inside the shop, try to sell them as many things at once if you can. Make sure that the things that you sell actually deliver on the promise and actually work, so that it makes them happy and they come back again. And if you are lucky enough and if they are generous enough, they will tell their friends and family, and more people are going to come to your business. Finally, create an image of your product and service in the consumer's mind that's memorable and attractive. And whenever the next time the person thinks of buying a product like yours, the first name that comes in their mind is yours. This has been the fundamental challenge of marketing throughout the entire history of humanity. Nothing has changed, right? Okay. Even right now, we are doing the same thing. But right now, the shop has changed from a physical shop to a website. Now the marketplace has changed from actual marketplaces to Amazon or Myntra or Instagram or Facebook ads. But the logic is the same. Now here are a couple of brands that have incorporated psycho marketing very, very well, and that's why they're winning, right? One of the most popular brands in the world right now is Tesla. Now, Tesla manufactures electric cars, but you'd be surprised to know that electric cars have been around since 1960s and 70s. Right? Electric cars run on motors and a battery, which is very easy, which is not a very difficult thing to do. We have had motors and batteries since a very long time, right? But why are we not, why is everybody not using electric cars? One of the reasons is it's just very hard to sell, because anybody who has tried to sell an electric car tried to sell it from a perspective of a sacrifice. They framed it as a sacrifice. Hey, you know what? Take your petrol car or diesel car, which has a lot of power, which has like the sound of the engine, the raw sound of the engine, which is manual, which gives you a feeling that you're riding a powerful machine, and buy this silent electric car, which might not give you as much power, which might not give you as much speed, which might not give you as much adventure and thrill, but you are going to be a responsible citizen of the world, right? Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to buy a sacrifice. So if you frame a product as a sacrifice, people are instinctively going to be repulsed by it. Okay, people are instinctively going to be repulsed by it. But Tesla did not do that. What Tesla did was very fascinating. Here is what they did. Tesla built cars that are not like cheap cars, that are not like budget cars, eco-friendly cars. Tesla actually built costly cars, right? Their cars are as costly as other sports cars, or even a little bit more costly than them. So Tesla built expensive sports car, and they did not sell it as this is going to help save the environment, and this is going to do this. This is going to make you a responsible citizen. No, nobody cares about that. What Tesla did was buy this car. This car is a very expensive car, and it is going to go faster than most supercars. This is going to have much more features than most supercars. Okay. So they made it interesting. They made it as a win. They made it as a gain, not as a loss. That is why Tesla, when people buy Tesla, they don't feel bad. They don't, feel ashamed when they go out like, oh my God, I am, using or I am driving a cheap electric car to save some money. Nobody wants to be seen in that. Right? Another example of great marketing is Red Bull. So in the last 100 years, the only successful attempt of competing with Pepsi and Coke has been Red Bull. No other soft drinks brand has come close to competing with Coca-Cola and Pepsi as much as Red Bull. But you have to understand that Red Bull is a very interesting product. Red Bull does not taste very sweet. It has kind of a weird taste. A lot of people say that Red Bull actually tastes bad. Right? Red Bull comes in a smaller can, and it is much more costly than regular Pepsi or Coke. Then why are people buying it, right? Because Red Bull is not trying to compete. Red Bull has created a category of its own. Red Bull is not a soft drink. It's not a soda. Red Bull is an energy drink. Okay, Red Bull is an energy drink, and they have created a category of their own, so they don't have to compete with Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Another famous example is McDonald's. Uh, McDonald's does not provide the best quality food. McDonald's does not provide the very hygienic food or anything like that. But why is McDonald's the best restaurant in the world? Precisely because what McDonald's does is it provides you a standard of food. So anywhere in the world you can go, you will find McDonald's and its food to taste the same. So this is called something as reducing variance. So one of the reasons people buy brands is to reduce variance, because they know that brands are not necessarily the best things on the planet, but since they have a reputation to maintain, they're not going to be very bad. The chances of a very bad McDonald's meal is very low, is almost zero. This is why people buy McDonald's so much. And all these things are examples of psychomarketing. So let's get through some definitions, some standard definitions for what psychomarketing is. So the premise behind psychomarketing is this: all marketing, advertising, and sales activities are done for one thing and one thing only: to influence the mind and behavior of the consumer. Psychomarketing fuses psychological frameworks and insights from behavioral science, science of decision making, and psychology to make your marketing effective and efficient. Psychomarketing is the study of consumers' buying process in relation to their conscious and subconscious decision making. The goal of psychomarketing is to influence consumer decision making, retain consumers, attract attention, and seduce them. It stems from understanding the way people make decisions consciously and unconsciously, and leveraging that process to improve your marketing performance. Similarly, there is another term which is psycho advertising. Psycho advertising uses psychological techniques to create advertisements that generate desired emotions and reactions. As we have talked about earlier, people buy due to emotions and feelings and then rationalize using logic. And this is not just true when it comes to fast moving products or B2C or D2C brands. This is also true when people are buying companies. This is also true for a cheap B2B product or a very costly B2B product, or when somebody is buying a house, or when somebody is investing in stocks. People are biased, and it's not just that they're biased in trivial things, they're biased in everything. Okay, so the purpose is to influence consumer behavior and drive sales. The goal of psychomarketing is not to replace traditional marketing and performance marketing. This should be noted. But the goal is to massively boost the impact and effectiveness of your already existing marketing and sales channels and add to them. Psychomarketing should be as a supplement. Psychomarketing should be seen as a steroid. Psychomarketing should be seen as a, for example, take a normal car and add turbocharger and a boost and nitrous to it, right? That is the job of psychomarketing. Psychomarketing should be seen as a modification, amplification of whatever you're doing. It is not meant to replace what what traditional marketing is all about. A very key concept to understand when you are understanding marketing is this: there are two kinds of approaches to work. First one is technician, and the second one is creativity or an artistic approach. A technician, for example, a car technician, right, or a plumber, they know how to fix something. When you call an electrician, or when you call a plumber, or when you take your car to a mechanic, you don't want them to be very creative. You just want them to do what is the right thing to do. You just want them to fix your car, or your plumbing, or your electricity issues, and so that whatever problem you have goes away and the thing starts to function properly. But on the other hand, there are a lot of products, there are a lot of skills in the world that are not very technical. For example, making a movie, right? So when we go to technician, if you go to 10 technicians, 10 good technicians, you would expect all 10 of them to do the same thing to your car. If you call 10 different kind of plumbers, they're all going to do the same thing, right? So all of their work is similar. But when it comes to art, when it comes to creativity, for example, when it comes to making movies, you can't say that, you know what, I want to hire a director who can make a movie just like every other movie, right? Or you don't say that, you want to make a song that is like every other song that has ever been made. When you make art, you don't say that. When you start a business, you don't say that I want my business just to be like every other business, right? And I want to tell my consumer, hey, that we are just like everybody else. That is not what we do. When it comes to advertising, sales, marketing, any kind of creative endeavor, what is important is individuality. What is important is your uniqueness. So most marketers are tools expert. They're like technicians, like Facebook ad experts, email experts, Google ad experts, and social media experts. They know a lot about Facebook and email and MailChimp and WordPress and Elementor and PHP and Java. They know about all these things very well. That's amazing. But the problem is that they don't really understand what marketing is all about. Marketing is not simply understanding, how Google AdWords work, or how Facebook ads work. Marketing is about understanding how a consumer thinks, how he feels, how his mind works, right? How he makes decisions, how to tell a story, what is value, what is attraction, how to drive a behavior, right? For example, if I tell you that, hey, as a marketer, you need to build a campaign for word of mouth and referrals. What are you going to do? Just think to yourself right now. Like, if you are running a, let's say, clothing brand, and if you have to build a campaign, if you have to design a campaign for word of mouth and referrals to increase word of mouth and referrals, what are you going to do? A lot of marketers at this point are simply like speechless. So that is not what marketing is all about. Technicians think very linearly. Technicians think very mathematically and very, in a additional way, like 1 + 1 = 2, right? They solely rely on things like discounts, freebies, and offers to sell products and services. This course is going to this course is going to help you break away from this old and overused techniques like discounts. Hey, take 45% discount, 50% discount, because when you're providing a discount or a freebie, you're basically bribing the consumer to buy your stuff. You're not actually selling your stuff on the on the basis of value provided. You're not really selling your stuff on the basis of how amazing your product is. You are selling your stuff on the basis of, hey, you know what, buy my product and I'm going to give you a 50% discount. So you're basically bribing your consumer. This course is going to dramatically supercharge your campaigns, marketing ideas, and ads, and eliminate a lot of costly mistakes that you might be making in your marketing. This course will allow you to understand your consumers at a much deeper level and give you the ability to influence and drive consumer behavior effortlessly. Next thing is, this course is going to give you control. So if you are somebody who is a business owner, if you are somebody who is an entrepreneur, a team leader, this course is going to give you a lot of control and insight into what is actually happening and what mistakes your juniors might be making. You may or may not be a marketing professional or a marketing specialist, and you will often find yourself in a position where you are at the mercy of a marketing specialist or a marketing agency. Most business owners don't give that much importance to marketing because they don't really understand it very well. Marketing is a little bit like psychology, right? You can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't touch it, you can't taste it, you can't smell it. So it's very intangible. It's kind of a it's just like it's kind of a vague intangible thing, right? So in this course we are going to make that tangible. In this course we are going to make that systematic. They mostly follow the general rule of the thumb and the norms, the trends in the business, which caps your potential and it minimizes creativity. Again, as I've said, that if you follow rules of thumb, what's something bad about following rules of thumb? That everybody knows the rules of thumb and everybody is doing the same thing, right? The same thing is what is so wrong about following norms? Because as the name suggests, as the word, the definition of norm is something which everybody is doing. It has been normalized, right? And nothing which is normalized really sells. Nothing which is normalized builds a brand. Nothing normal drives consumer behavior. So most business owners don't give that much importance to these things. But in this course, you will learn how to understand these things and how to give importance to these things. If you are doing what everybody else is doing, you are doing the opposite of good marketing. You are in fact hurting your business and your brand. So don't do that. Here are some people who are very well-known people who are, kind of responsible for psychomarketing and the way, marketing is taught right now. Rory Sutherland, Vice Chairman of Ogilvy, David Ogilvy, Dan Ariely, Richard Thaler. Richard Thaler is a Nobel Prize-winning economist. Robert Cialdini, you might have read this book or heard his name. He wrote the book called Influence, The Science of Persuasion. It's a very famous book. If you're into marketing and sales, you must have read this. Herbert A. Simmons, this again is a Nobel Prize winning guy. Jonah Berger, author and professor. Daniel Kahneman, also another Nobel Prize winning a Nobel Prize winning professor and economist. So these people are responsible for building psychomarketing and laying the foundation for it. But psychomarketing still is in a very nascent stage. What we are going to talk about is not very well known in the industry. So when you understand these things, it is going to give you an unfair advantage over your competition. There are a lot of brands like Ogilvy, the Behaviors Agency, the Big Cat Agency, Signal Theory. These are brands that solely rely on behavioral insights, behavioral science, and psychomarketing to run the business, to run their agency. Right? Other brands, for example, the Decision Lab, Nudstock, Human Behavior Architects, Nesta, they are government agencies they are government and research agencies that understand and research and do work on behavioral science and behavioral economics. And how do people behave? How do people make decisions? What goes inside a person's mind when they're buying? So all these, have already incorporated behavioral science and psychomarketing in their marketing activities in their business. And it's time that in India, we also start to do that. It's time that Indian brands and Indian agencies also learn, these things and start to apply it. An overview of what psychomarketing is all about. It's a mixture of evolutionary psychology, decision making, behavioral science, boundary rationality, marketing and sales, and persuasion and attraction. As we have talked about earlier, psychomarketing is a amalgamation and a mixture where a lot of different disciplines and a lot of different concepts mix together and come together. They melt together to form one whole called a psychomarketing. Apart from this, the general discussion of the course is going to be 12 weeks long, one session per week. Right now, all the sessions are going to be live. Right now, I'm going to be hosting all the sessions live, and all the sessions are going to be instructor led. So I'm going to be your host for all the sessions. Each session will be around 60 to 90 minutes long, and after the session has finished, we are going to dive into Q&A. You will get to join the free Smart Community, which is the public TSC group, on Telegram, which is a general discussion community. All future updates, all future product releases, offers, and updates will be posted there. Right? The Q&A sessions will also be posted there. Another one is, if you are a paid member, if you buy any of the courses, there are going to be new courses which I'm going to release later in this year or in the coming months. So if you are paid, if you are a paid member, if you have bought any of these courses, then you will be able to join the private group, the exclusive group, where we are going to have much more close discussion and much more high level discussion. We are going to arrange master classes, we are going to do webinars, we are going to do live sessions and much more there. And if you are a part of these groups, you're also going to get some bonuses, some discounts in future courses. Every week, apart from the main session, I will also conduct a Q&A session to clear doubts and misunderstandings on the topic. For more, follow my YouTube, Instagram, Medium, and LinkedIn. You can also inquire about one-on-one consulting or coaching if you need. There are going to be 50 plus modules which are compressed in 12 weeks. So a total of 18 to 20 hours of content you're going to get. All the modules are going to be very descriptive. A lot of case studies are going to be there. A lot of examples are going to be there. You're going to get a lot of examples of real life that other brands and agencies have done. And the content is just going to be the highest quality content. So there are going to be 50 plus frameworks that you can use and start to apply immediately on your business to see results. Weekly Q&A to resolve doubts and questions, lifetime access to the smart community, both open and private. If you are a member or and if you have bought the course, you'll be able to be the smartest marketer anywhere you go, be a creative leader in your industry and market. You'll be able to build a brand and products or services that your consumers love and desire. Stop competing on price and free offers and other ancient methods because they don't work very well. Rise up in your career, increase productivity, and generate genuinely amazing ideas. Contents of the course. So you can just pause the video right now and you can go through all the contents of the course. So as I've said, there is going to be a lot of information. There is going to be a lot of content. There's going to be a lot of amazing, practical, valuable, high quality frameworks and insights from a lot of different areas, a lot of different fields, which you can apply directly on your marketing. So thank you for watching the entire video. This was a quick video, although this was a little bit longer. This was actually a quick video about the course. And join the course right now. Join the course today, because right now the courses are going to be at a very low price, and right now they are not going to be recorded courses. All the courses are going to be live, instructor led, and weekly basis, so that you can get an unfair advantage in your business and career. Learn the secrets of what big brands and what big agencies have consistently been using to create amazing marketing and sales campaigns. Right now, this is the only available course which talks about psychology of marketing, psychology of sales, and consumer behavior. And this is right now at the lowest price. So take advantage of these things. Since right now I'm building the community, since right now I'm getting everything started, so that's why there are discounts. The moment things are established and we start to move forward, there will be no reasons. There will be no big discounts. There will be no major discounts. Once or twice in the year, there might be some offers, there might be some discounts, there might be some campaigns, but usually the prices are going to be fixed. Lastly, do it because this is going to be an incredibly fun and crazy experience, right? Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope you are going to enroll in the course. I hope you're going to enjoy the course, apply the course, and learn from it, and really do something amazing. Really do a great marketing work. Be a good marketer. Be an amazing marketer. Don't be an average marketer. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.